Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to level grinding. Okay? And I mean welcome. We are going to be here for a while. We are going to defeat Jonochi until we get a Red Eyes Black Dragon. We are going to beat Bakura until we get a monster called something Beast. Embryonic Beast. And once we beat him, and we get those two, then we go fight Yugioh a bunch of times until we get both the Cursive Dragon and the Gaia the Fierce Knight. And our reasoning behind that is simple. We don't want to lose in the next arc, because we also need to defeat Kajiki Ryota a bunch of times to get the second Raigeki. And the way I would separate this into parts is every time we get a card upgrade, meaning we get a copy of one of the victory cards, and the next one for Jonochi should be Axe Raider. I will cut it there and then continue the next part afterwards. Let me check my... Yes, because right now I beat Joey, I got Carbonell, so Axe Raider is the next one. Then Battle Steer, then Swamp Battle Guard, then Garuzis, then Time Wizard, and then Red Eyes. That's the order you unlock the cards in this game. Why is there an order to unlock cards in this game? I have no idea. But I just gotta deal with it. And of course, Ultime out here is going to give us all the points we need. And as you can see, I've been grinding quite a bit. My attack average is significantly higher than it used to be. And I'm very glad for that. Eventually we'll get numbers that are ridiculously high, just so we don't lose right away. And these higher numbers, what they'll do as well is make the grinding faster and faster with each session. Because one thing about old Yu-Gi-Oh games, they require you to grind a lot. Okay? You know, I complain about Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but old Yu-Gi-Oh is just a grind fest. The modern games require you to grind a lot less, mind you. Okay, what do I get from this? A fifth Sogen. I don't want another Sogen. I think 4 Sogen in the deck is fine. Alright. Tsurugi no Jo. So, Princess of Tsurugi. Okami. Swing. Fire Devil. And Tsurugi will attack as well. And the reason I'm grinding so much is because the next set of opponents are the Duelist Kingdom opponents, which have some ridiculously unfair cards in their decks. To the point where you're pretty much forced to grind in this game. I don't think you can beat this game without level grinding. And as ridiculous as that sounds, it makes sense to some extent. Because they wanted you to get the most out of this game. And while this game isn't exactly very short, very long, when you go out of your way to get all the good cards, then you have a lot of time. Okay. Next, yep, Carbonella Warrior, 1500, pretty strong. Then these two. Because 11 and 15 is what, 26? We'll be good. We will be fine. Good job. Again. Look, the truth of the matter is this game is going to be a bit repetitive in the beginning because we just want good cards, okay? We want all the good cards. I also really want the Time Wizard. Taiga Axe. Well, it's not a bad card. Okay. Who do I have that's less than 1,000 right now? Besides Yugioh. Honestly, even though this is 11, I want to keep Yugioh because it's a warrior and I can equip these spells to it. Uh, okay. 64. Because it has 13, which is strong. No Sogen on start. That's fine. White Thief. Dream Piero. So a Dream Clown. And that's the truth about this game. This game's just a grind fest. And while I enjoy a good grind fest, I also think that commentating over them is not always ideal. Sometimes it is, and in this case I do want to commentate over it because I've just been having so much fun with this game that I want to keep playing it even though I know it has a lot of grinding elements. Rishano Ute. Yeah, we sing for, what, 22k? It will speed up, I swear. I'm at 23k. Good. Excellent. And then Frame Ghost. Keep going, me. You can get the Time Wizard eventually. But look, realistically, the only thing that really matters here is we get the Red Eyes, which is a 2400 normal summonable, which is the biggest normal summon, not counting the Blue Eyes, which we don't have access to until significantly later, which is you defeat Kaiba 100 times for one. Okay. Okay. Attack. Still, the good news is that my attack stat is significantly higher than it was earlier. Dream Piero. Victory is ours. Hono Kishiki. Okay. Maguman. Can't use it. It's 900. Not even a warrior. Not worth it. Anyways, this game, believe it or not, is supposed to be an adaptation of the Duelist Kingdom arc. Although, how well it does it is largely up to your interpretation. Because I don't think this actually adapts Duelist Kingdom that well. Now, mind you, I don't think it's a bad adaptation of Duelist Kingdom, I just don't think it's a great one. What is Tsurugijo? Is it fire? I have no idea. Kaien no Tsubasa. No, Giant no Tsubasa. Sure. Tsurugi no Jo. Now, don't worry, I won't get access to Kaien Jigoku anytime soon, because I don't think I'm gonna have to fight 200 people in this game using a damn link cable. Awesome. It's not a dark type. Although eventually, once I start getting all the darker monsters, I'm gonna add the Horn of the Unicorn, because it just makes them bigger than Blue Eyes, because it's a 60% attack boost. 60% of 2,500 would be what? Let's see. Let's calc it, okay? It would be a decent number, though. 2500, my bad, 24, because we're using Bright Eyes for this, times 1.6. It'll be 3840, which is much bigger than Blue Eyes, and that's good enough for me. Yes, 1872 attack. Because the old stats were hilarious. Attack! Turtle Tiger. It's an interesting card, I'll say the least. To say the least, it's not a bad one. And these numbers will make lowering the life value of the opponent much faster. It's interesting to me that the final number goes down the last. There's a second number from the right that goes down first. It's just unique. To me, at least. Still, these battles are going much faster the more we play these, and Jonoji actually has a 1.49% chance of dropping the time wizard, 0.49% chance of dropping the time wizard. It's something really small. Okay. Toho no Eiyu. Okay, we're adding that. Okay, deck. Toho no Eiyu ka. Sure thing. It's 110. Thinking. Hono no Kira. Fire Warrior Killer. Yes. We'll be removing Turtle Tiger from... No, Turtle Tiger is 15 defense. Elekis, because it's just 1000 attack with no buffs or anything else. And then we go to 110. And this pretty much is the basis of the early game. You just gotta grind for all your materials so that you have all the good cards so that when you actually make it to Duelist Kingdom, you don't just auto-lose. I'll take a hit. It's fine. This game doesn't really have access to a lot of OTKs early on. Maybe we'll have them later, but for now we're fine. 2080 attack points, because this game is really fun to break once you understand how the battle system works. And with proper level grinding, of course. Look at that. Look at how much damage that was. So fast. Let's use Otome. And swing again for 2280. I like the sight that Otome has. Alright. Now, don't get me wrong, the reason it looks like I'm doing so well right now is because we're in the early section of the game. Eventually, this game just becomes crazy bonkers hard. To the point where I don't understand how they expected children to beat this. I guess through grinding, but still. Sanshu Bijo. And Otome will do the nice little hit. The good hit. Now, some of you are probably wondering why I'm not taking advantage of this game's fusion mechanics. Well, truth be told, the fusion mechanics in this game aren't the best for 2496. It's actually bigger than a Red Eyes, oddly enough. But it's not consistent enough to warrant playing it. Okay, good. I don't have internet? Why not? What did I get from that? I have no idea. No. Light. Not you. That's Elekis. Krivo. Hitokui Jobu. Not playing that. Not using that. Not using that. No idea what I got. I really hope I didn't mess it up. Pretty much, if you're gonna build a deck here, make it a warrior or a fairy deck early on, because anything else, and you just won't have the cards for it. Okay. Jagura. 6. 5. Spick. No. No, that's Hourglass of Life. Not playing that. I wonder what the meta was like when this game first came out. What were the top decks and strategies at the time? That's something I still don't know. Skin no Megami Eruzame. Interesting. 9 legendary swords because, yeah, why the hell not? I got Yami? Oh, Yama, which is just mountain, which is a good dragon encounter, I guess. Not playing that. Okay, I have no idea what I got. Let's duel. Okay, we're starting with Tiger Axe and passing. Okay, Tiger Axe will swing. Miwaku no Kaido defeated. And then Zanshu Bijo will be hit for 16, which means that we are dropping the points a lot faster than we were before. We'll summon you and start swinging. Tiger X may not be a warrior, but it's definitely a good card. This is a dark monster, Zanshu Bijo. So we can equip that with Horn of the Unicorn, which makes it really strong. And we get Horn of the Unicorn after defeating Little Yugi 10 times. Okay. I'm going to summon you, and we're going to win here. Because at this point, there's not much the AI can do. Sure thing. Attack. Again. I guess we didn't win. We just did more damage than we thought we did. Alright, opponent, you're at 100 life. Do something. Pass turn. Sure. Copy of this. Let's win. Babylon defeated. And then Zanshu no Bijo is going to win here. Good. What happened? Another Otome, which is good. What? Another Otome. Okay. $290 is Otome, by the way. Yeah, $290, because that's easy to find. I mean, it's not the hardest thing in the world to find, it just takes a while. You just gotta hold it, though. Then Otome should be around here, $299. Let's keep going. And now we have good points again. What? Oh. I thought he summoned Dream Pyro, and I was like, wait a minute, you have one in your deck? I was about to start saying some things, but I guess we're fine. Sure thing, Dream Pyro attack. Now, Dream Pyro, to my knowledge, is dark type, so I'm not going to use it. The other guy on it. Good. The good sets. Let's keep swinging. Dragon Soul. Unmei no Roso. And then Dream Pyro will swing. Got it. Sure thing. Attack. I do like that this game makes it possible to just do a lot of damage to the opponent really quickly if you have enough grinding. That way the grinding gets less tedious as it goes along. And this game is simple enough that it's not worrisome. Okay. Let's attack again. Still, I'm not confident right now in going into Duelist Kingdom just yet, simply because we don't have enough power cards to defeat a lot of the very dangerous opponents. For example, it turns out that Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth evolves every turn, it's just programmed that way. And if I'm not careful, it can swing at me for 26. Okay. Then Setsu no Ken again. I don't need another legendary sword. Alright. Sogen, pass. It's fine. Getting hit by Babylon's not the worst thing that could happen. Alright. Swing. Nazo no Kukutsuchi. Now, one thing I've noticed is that early opponents don't use magic or trap cards. So I could just, drop my biggest monster and I should be fine. And where is the Time Wizard? That's my question. Where is it? Probably somewhere else. Okay. $19.50. Carbonella Warrior is huge. Which begs the question, why did I attack with him? I have no idea. I mean, once we get Battle Steer, it'll be a much faster victories, because Battle Steer just does so much damage. But still, the next one we're going to get is Axe Raider at a good 17 points, which is pretty strong. Not exactly unbeatable, but with the 30% boost from Sogen, or is it 20%? I don't remember. It's 30%. It'll be strong enough. The Battle Steer is a 1800 attack monster. 1800 times 1.3. It'll be at 2340 attack points, which is below a Red Eyes, but not tiny. Monokage no Kyōryokusha. Okay, 118. I don't know what that is. Let's find it. 1000, 1000. It's a warrior though, so we're adding it. First, where's Mons Turtle, or just any monster that I can't use? Turtle Tiger can go away now. Actually, Flame Ghost. This one, right? Yep. Duel. Like I said, every time we duel, the game just gets better. Put you in defense, Turtle Tiger, and let's continue. Okay. Now let's start swinging. Babylon taking the good hit. And yes, I know that the early part of this game is rather boring, but you will be fine. Quite fine indeed. Sure. Use that. And it feels good to not worry about having pathetically weak monsters now. because worrying about that was a bit annoying in the early parts of this game. Okay, why was I running Kuribo at the start of the game, for example? I don't know. Toho no E. Pretty strong, I gotta admit. Pass my turn. Otome. And this should be game if I'm not mistaken. See, I want a Toki no Majutsushi. It may not be very strong physically, but it can give me the Summon Demon with Embryonic Beast to give me 2500. Then equipped with Horn of the Unicorn, it goes to Mega, which will be what? 25 times 1.6, 4k on the Summon Demon, which is pretty strong. And then if I decide to grind it, so let's say I get the Black Skull Dragon with 32 times 1.6, 5120, which is the biggest thing I could probably have. And that's what I will have in the event that I get both the Summon Demon, Time Wizard, and the Embryonic Beast. Oh, my bad, and the Red Eyes. There's a reason I'm patient, because I want a good over 5,000 attack point starting the game off. Moyan Kare, not using it. Okay, Axe Reda, 78, which is 17, I believe.